What's happening, everybody? This is Captain RL with GPS Fishing Maps and FLFishingSpots.com. Okay, today we're going to go over the Middle Keys lobster spots. Now, guys, check this out. Since the Middle Keys are, pretty much the best stomping grounds for lobster, stomping grounds, no pun intended, but they really are. This is the best area here on the Bamboo Bank, where you see me zooming in. I'm going to back out, and you'll see that this area that I'm zooming in and out of, this is, you don't see any other. You go up to keys a little bit like I'm looking here, just showing you on the screen where I'm tapping. You can see my finger marks on the little dots where I'm moving it. There's no other open bay, excuse me, like the Bamboo Bank here, and there's around, I think, 1,100 spots here, and you got a few on the ocean side, known locally as the ocean side, the east side. You got a few here. So we've got a chart here, and we've got sonar relief shading matched in. There's a lot more spots here than it looks. This is over several miles, and let me show you where they go to. So everybody's knows where they are. It's pretty much from Long Key, which is right in here. This is Duck Key, Long Key area right here where I'm circling. Okay, and it goes down to, there's a few spots that go down to right in here. You see here? And this is all pretty much Summerlin Key area right here is what this is. And this is the Bahia Honda channel where these few are, and you got to be careful down here because there's lots of nature preserves that you can't be messing around and taking fish out of. So let's go back up to the main area around Duck Key and Long Key. Okay, and if you'll see, look at this. I'll zoom in. There's a lot. Before I do, let me get that sonar relief shading out. Okay, right here, if you look where I'm tapping, you see that boundary. This, if I can get right on it, I'll show you what this is, and you'll see no spots going outside of this. This is the National Marine Sanctuary, National Marine Sanctuary for the Everglades Park. So you see we got spots running right up to the edge of that line. Not one of them is across that line. There's some right up to it, but don't cross it. So, and it's the Everglades National Park officially. So don't go across that line. So if somehow you accidentally load the spots and they cross that line, do not cross that line to the north. Don't do it. So we've got everything within legal range here. So we'll look at a couple of them. This is all new for 2023, the lobster spots for the Keys, Middle Keys lobster spots for 2023. This is an updated version. There's about 300 new ones in here. And some of the old ones were removed, but a lot of it still remains, but a lot was added. So I'll just zoom in and pan around here. There's so many, and the best thing to do to cover these spots, you guys probably know, you got to be really careful, is to drag your when in your boat, just idle around dragging a snorkeler on about a 50-foot rope. And a lot of people will raise their hand, and the boat captain will drop a waypoint there, or they'll say raise their hand and they're gone. They're diving down to grab the lobster they see. That lets you cover a lot more ground, because you can't literally just go to all these spots and idle around and go dive every one, because there's not going to be lobster on every spot 24/7. These are just known areas. These are between sand and grass, and sandy areas where a ledge may be, or there's some coral coming through, or some limestone, coming through the sand, and that's what these lobster spots are. But we took the guesswork out of it by creating this. So, like I said, most of them are over here in 6 to 8 to 10 feet of water. So this is all snorkelers' paradise, and you don't need tanks to do this. If you can dive 10 feet, you can pick up a lobster. Very, very light weight belt, maybe at the very most, if you're going to do it for a while, but not even. You really don't even need that if you can swim pretty good. And it's, like I said, be kind of drag around on the spots on the bay side. Now on the east side, some of these spots are in deeper water, but there's not near as many. As you zoom in, you can see there's a few on this side, on the ocean side, but the majority of the lobster, there's plenty there on the east side, by the way. Just each year has its sizes. Sometimes the lobster are big. In 2023, since the season's not open yet, we don't really know. And brush up on the rules of each area as far as when if you can do it at night or not. Some places you can, some places you can't. You got to do it from dawn till dusk. You got to stay several hundred yards from the bank. I believe, what is it, 100-yard rule? But whatever it is, look up the regulations. And on this page here, I'll link in the description to our lobster spots. We've got a link that'll say lobster rules for 2023 by the FWC. That'll be linked shortly. They're working on that. But anyways, here it is. I mean, it's a lot of spots. And yeah, a lot of them are close together because there's just a lot of habitat there for the lobsters. So again, this is for the Middle Keys. This is a little bit north of Marathon, but not far. Like, for example, they stop basically here at Big Pine, as you can see on the notation here on the screen. So they'll stop at Big Pine, and then they go north to Duck Key. Well, that's my Upper Matacumbe, but Duck Key is right here at what's called Channel 5. So that's where they stop at. So like I said, there's 11 or 1200 of them. This is the Navionics app. By the way, our spots, you will get a file that our spots will load. It don't matter if it's the lobster spots, anything you order from us, you'll get a GPS file that loads into this Navionics app. This is the $25 a year paid version. I get it because it's just great. You can navigate with it. All I have to do is hit this start button right down here at the bottom, and it'll start navigating me to those spots. So if you want to use your phone for that. Most people have a GPS in their boat and load these up, but you don't absolutely have to. I recommend it just because it's easier to have it on a screen in your boat instead of fumbling with the phone. At any rate, that's the lobster spots on Navionics boating app for 2023. It's the Middle Keys lobster spots. So if you guys have any questions, please shoot us an email to gpsfishingmaps@gmail.com and feel free to comment. And you guys don't forget, all of our spots come with everything you need for pretty much any GPS in the world. All right, guys, so everybody wants to know how to buy it. So if you want to get, this is any of our spots, but this is for the Florida Keys lobster spots, the Middle Keys lobster spots. You just go over, like, see on my mouse here at the very top left, flfishingspots.com. Go to that site, type it on Google or just in your address bar, either way, scroll down the page, go all the way down, and you'll see some lists of links of fishing spots areas. If you look at the very bottom of it, you'll see in a bounding box here, Florida Keys lobster spots. It's always in its own box. It's yellow on mobile too, I think, or teal, one of the two. Anyways, it's bounding box, so you'll see it. Tap that or click it. Just down the page a little ways. Okay, then it takes you to this page, which is the Florida Keys lobster spots, which is, remember guys, this is the Middle Keys lobster spots. This is what this is. It doesn't go throughout the keys. It's the Middle Keys that's shown on Navionics just now, previously in this video. So there's a lot of info. You can scroll down, you can look at the images, etc. But at the very bottom, you'll see view and purchase products. So you had to check out here. Let me show you. So you'll click view and purchase product. Now, you'll just simply, of course, scroll down, and there's what you're after. This is the Middle Keys lobster spots. And you'll note that any and all purchases include easy-to-use DIY files for your boat's GPS, mobile device, and computers, which are emailed to you the same day of purchase. This happens shortly after purchase. You'll get an email directly to you, which you've entered at checkout, okay? First thing you got to do, pick a free location. So we got to buy one, get one free during the spring and summer each year on all 9 of our states, all 9 of our websites. So look at all these you can get free. It's the whole site. Anything you want. In this case, let's just pick the Florida Keys fishing spots to go with it. That covers from Key Largo around Pennicamp all the way to the bottom of the Keys to Key West. $0. We added that. You have to add a free spot or you cannot continue. Okay. Most people, 90% of users, select load to SD card. If you select DIY files shown here, is highlighted in blue, where my mouse is, if you select that, you will not get the SD card. So select that if you want it on an SD card. Most users do that, okay? Then once you do that, it opens up one more option. You got to select what brand you have. Let's just select a Garmin, but you saw all the models. You can see them all. We'll just select Garmin just for, purpose of the tutorial. Then click add it to cart. It looks a little different on mobile, but works exactly the same. Everything's just a little tighter, of course. It's on a small screen on a mobile device. This is on a PC. And then all you would do, proceed to checkout. Down below that, update cart. No, proceed to checkout. Okay. Then you put your details in over here. On the left side, you see billing details, and then your payment. And when you use your card, don't put any numbers, or any spaces in between the numbers. And we take Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. And at that point, once you filled everything out, because we have to have your email and all your info to get the spots to you digital wise, that gets everything to you in the digital format. And of course, your address, your billing address, or your shipping address gets us the information to get you the SD card if you ordered it. Then you would just click place order, and you're done. That's it. You get a confirmation email, and shortly your spots will come in digital format. No matter what you ordered, SD card or no SD card, you get those spots in digital format. So you'll get a Navionics boating app file just for the boating app. It'll load all those spots at one time. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 you have to load to get up to that 1200, depending on the areas you ordered. And then you also get the Google Earth file that opens with the free Google Earth app. You get a PDF coordinates list with every single coordinate with the name beside it that's on each spot you purchase. You get the coordinates list for that. And then there's an instructions document, and there's a link in the email to video help. So if you guys have any questions, just like I said, shoot us an email to gpsfishingmaps@gmail.com. I know I'm going kind of fast here because this bores most people don't want to watch this, but that's how you check out, for those of you who don't know. And like I said, gpsfishingmaps@gmail.com if you have any questions. You guys have a great day, and be safe on the water. We appreciate your business, and I look forward to serving you. Take care, guys. We'll see you. Captain RL signing out. Till next time.